Do you think LeBron James is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, or Michael Jordan? The video, like I said, we are gonna have a short giveaway, and blah blah. So enticing. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sneaker Tribe, the practical sneaker review. I'm your host Tristan, and we will be reviewing the hottest sneakers in town every week. Before we head into the video, remember to like, subscribe, and comment below on what other shoes you like to see in the upcoming weeks. Also, before you go, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and Facebook for more updates. Today, we have a very special guest with us today. It is none other than the boss and CEO of Limited Edition Singapore, Mr. Mandip Chopra.
Hi, thank you Tristan. Nice welcome and welcome to Limited Edition Hall of Fame in Vivo City.
Thank you. So if you guys didn't know, Limited Edition is actually one of the biggest, or actually personally I feel too, it is the biggest chain of sneaker stores in Singapore. They sell and they carry one of the largest range of shoes, be it sportswear, lifestyle, even fashion shoes, and I am one of their frequent customers too. So stay tuned to find out more. So Mr. Mandip, it's such an honor to be sitting right next to you.
It's my honor to be sitting next to you.
Yeah, but I guess the viewers don't have that kind of special chance like me. So would you like to give our viewers a short introduction of yourself?
I mean, Limited Edition, I think we started in 2003, so it's been quite a while. Nothing really to say about myself. I think more important is what we do, and we love sneakers. I mean, everybody in our team loves sneakers, and one extension of that is basketball. Obviously, retro basketball and performance basketball today is part of sneaker culture in so many ways, right? And I'm so happy that you all came here in this store. So Hall of Fame is almost like our, I mean, if you walk around the store and you look at the top, you'll see all these old, on the outside, you'll see all these old retro sneakers, which trace the history of basketball. So we do a lot of storytelling, and right now where we are, you are actually right in the middle of our Space Jam setup in Vivo City. And actually it's perfect, and I think the shoe we're going to review today is the RoadRunner Wile Coyote, right? And actually this environment is where the RoadRunner lives, so I think it's like a perfect place. So good choice of location to do this interview.
Wow, awesome. So you guys heard it firsthand from Mr. Mandip himself. So like I said, he gave us a really quick and really tiny detail of the shoe already. But since we're on the topic of shoes, we just like to let you guys know that at the end of this video, if you guys stay tuned, there'll be a short giveaway. So be sure to watch to the end. So you guys can see this amazing looking box over here. And I know what the shoe is, but you guys don't. But let me just tell you something. Like we said in our introduction, we really review one of the hottest sneakers in town, and it is really the hottest sneakers that I've known in the past few weeks. So before we carry on, Mr. Mandip, can you tell us more about this shoe? Like give us a bit more before we unbox it.
I think opening is going to tell everything, but it's the LeBron 18, and obviously Space Jam, the movie just came out, so it's a collaboration with the movie, and this is one of the some characters in the the whole universe of Space Jam, and I think it's a mixture of Wile Coyote and the RoadRunner. So I mean, I grew up watching that, so it's pretty cool. So I don't think I can describe it. I think people rather see it. I think that's much better.
Yeah, I agree. And before we head on, like Mr. Mandip said, it's about LeBron James, my favorite player. So before we move into the shoe, let's play some LeBron highlights.
Off his head, maybe. Lob it up. Oh! LeBron James!
Reach I'm talking about? That is incredible.
Kuzma can't finish, but James most certainly can. A reverse.
I've got hops. Woo! Got you, Bron.
So that's LeBron James. So Mr. Mandip, so since we're on this topic of LeBron James, we are going to talk about one of the hottest topic in basketball history.
Okay.
Do you think LeBron James is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, or Michael Jordan?
Could be other players also.
Oh, that's
Okay,
true.
but sorry to burst your bubble. You said he was your favorite player, but I think it has to go to Michael Jordan. Yes, but this is coming from somebody who's not a Michael Jordan fan, so I think I'm pretty objective. And if you want to know the reasons, I think how basketball like rose to stratospheric levels, I think it's a lot down to Michael Jordan. I mean, he made people believe they could fly, watching all that, and I think it set the stage for the current generation or the newer generation or LeBron's generation of players to like, just be so much more in the limelight. And even in terms of that winning mentality and the pure skill and the basketball know-how, I really don't think there's anybody who can match up to Michael Jordan. And I'm saying this with a heavy heart because I don't like Michael Jordan. I don't like the Bulls because I started watching I'm a Lakers fan, and my favorite player ever was Magic Johnson. But the greatest ever, the GOAT, has to be Michael Jordan. Sorry.
Yeah, like you say, I have many heartbreaks today. But comment down below on who do you think is your greatest of all time player? Who do you think is the GOAT? And for those who don't choose LeBron James, I won't be hosting another series anymore. But anyway, before we go on to the shoe, do remember to comment down below and practice on your commenting skills, because at the end of the video, like I said, we are gonna have a short giveaway, blah, blah. Without further ado, we are gonna unbox the shoe for you guys now. Right, Mr. Mandip, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
I hope I am. It's really, really hot. No, just kidding. But yeah, okay, our first shoe that we're gonna bring out is the Coyote shoe. Alright? So there you go.
Thank you. Like, wow, I mean, straight away, something really unique, right? And so this is the interesting, I mean, we'll show you both shoes later, but this is the Wile Coyote side of the shoe. Obviously, both were arch enemies. I don't know, do you have any first comments, like first take, like when you see it straight away out of the box, what do you think?
For me, when I first see it, the color is something I would not only wear for basketball, but I feel like I can rock it with some jeans, a nice shirt, go out for some party. And I think if you guys have been watching our series, you guys should know in the first episode that my favorite color is pink, which it was a big joke. Yeah. The soles are one of my favorite colors. Pink, pink, pink.
Yeah, nice pink pops with the airbag. Yeah.
And I really like how they have the tune squad at the tongue.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies ever. I mean, my favorite player is the style of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, definitely a lot of movie references, right? I mean, the Acme, the swoosh.
Oh, yeah.
What else? What can you see here? It's like, I think because he always says this.
Oh, yeah.
Help, and help. Even, I don't know, yow, I don't know, I guess. So I think a lot of movie references all over, right? Do you want to talk more about the technology of the shoe, since, you're the basketballer?
Sure. So talking about technology, in the midsole of this LeBron shoe, there's actually this technology called the Nike React. It's actually a technology that helps you have an instant goal. So like LeBron, the moment he gets the ball, boom, he's gone. Yeah, so Nike React is actually 11% softer and has a 13% more return in terms of energy and explosiveness. Okay, but the Nike React is also more durable, versatile, and more lightweight. No wonder LeBron kept dunking, breaking people's ankles, shifting directions, and like I said, it's my favorite player, so I'm sorry, there's just too much praise for him. Also on this shoe, so you guys can see here on the pink part again, there is the words yow. That's actually when the coyote falls off the cliff, and it makes that sound. Disney, if you hear me make this yow and you want to hire me, I'm up for any. Also, this shoe, as you can see, provides very good cushioning, and it's very suitable for players like LeBron, given his size, his muscles. When he goes up in the air, lands, he really has to protect his ankles, his knees and all. So I really think that this shoe provides a very good protection overall if you're an athlete. Also, if we take a look at the sole, would you like to give us your opinion?
I mean, it's a nice sole. Also looks, I mean, just rubber looks like super. I don't know exactly. It looks just like rubber and looks like super good grip. So I can imagine being on the court and getting really good traction and really good grip on it. I mean, you can feel it. I mean, a bit difficult to see the grooves, but I mean, not only is it a nice design, but obviously it looks like super functional, right?
Yeah, and I think when I'm tying up my shoelace before heading to the court with like the sole facing out, I'm sure a lot of people will be taking photos of my shoe.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I think they'll be taking photos of your shoe and doing a double take because the right side and the left side, maybe, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but maybe you should show the right side.
Yeah, alright, so like what Mr. Mandi said, we are going to bring up the right side for you now. So we're going to bring out the other shoe. It's actually Coyote's enemy. So do you guys know who is it? It's alright, I'll tell you. It's actually the RoadRunner. So we're going to unbox it together.
Sure.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And yes, what a contrast with this dark blue, still with your pink.
Yes.
And if you can, I mean, super contrast, right? And the blue and then that brown colorway. So it's like almost like a mismatch, but it's not a mismatch, right? I mean, it's meant to be that way. So it's just, again, like you said, the arch enemy. So it's the RoadRunner versus
the Coyote.
Wile Coyote, yeah. And just again, nice features on the movie. Again, the same Toon Squad, but this time it's beep beep,
Yeah.
as what RoadRunner would say because he's so fast. Okay, I don't know the exacts, and maybe I might be wrong, but I think there's a lot of the swoosher is like a cloud. Maybe it's just because how fast he is. You see these cloud graphics. I think it should be that just because he's so fast, right? But yeah, I mean, technology-wise, it's obviously the same. Oh yeah, you got his. Just I don't know whether you can see his face shot, his mug shot on the back. And yeah, so really nice features. You want any more things you want to say on the tech part or the cushioning? I think we more or less covered that, right?
Yeah, I think on the technology part it's mostly covered, but I just want to say that the design of this shoe is really so well thought. Like, it's so specific, everything is so detailed with all the like LeBron's logo here.
Both of them have really nice insoles, right?
Yeah, mine has the Coyote himself.
Yeah, and obviously a RoadRunner, so even nice graphics on the insole. And actually the logos at the back, it's the LeBron logo in like a bit of cartoon character. Yeah, so it's just, as you say, so much nice details. Picking up things from the movie, and yeah, so I think out of all the Space Jam collections, this is the standout piece. And actually, not surprising, we almost all sold out of this.
Oh wow! But like I said, remember to stay tuned for a giveaway at the end of the video. Alright, so Mr. Mandip, now that you have both shoes in your hand, both so beautiful shoes in your hand, would you like to tell us more about how they feel in your hands?
I mean, yeah, it's really. I mean, just look at it, look at the contrast. And just now you mentioned break ankles, LeBron. I mean, this one I think you're going to break people's necks because you're going to do a double take when they see this. But
Yeah.
I mean, beautifully done pair of shoes. Definitely, you're going to get people looking down at what you're wearing. And I mean, you mentioned the comfort, but I mean, just feeling them both now, they're really lightweight. I mean, you want to catch one and see for yourself. It's
Wow.
like just you want the other one,
Alright.
and so. What you agree with me, right? Like,
Yeah. So actually, as a very huge LeBron fan since I was a kid, I've been wearing a lot of his shoes. Every time a new one comes out, I'll run to the store, I'll queue up for his shoes and all. And like what Mr.
are you
Mandi
gonna
said,
get this one?
I might. Actually, yes, I will. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of choices also, right? So if you come by, I mean, this is just some of the characters. I mean, I won't say the others, but it's quite a big collection of Space Jam LeBron stuff. So I mean, later you can check. But there's other characters, Bugs Bunny, Tweety. Just check it out later. I mean, it's a lot of. Obviously, Space Jam is a big movie, and they really went all out for this one.
Yeah, so like what Mr. Mandip said, I'm actually right here at Hall of Fame shop in Vivo City. So later I'm definitely gonna do some shopping. Yeah, but feeling these shoes on my hands now is super light. Like, I can tell I'm going to be so bouncy. I'm going to be so fast on the court. And even when I'm outside, like what you said, many necks are gonna break. I'm gonna walk, and someone's gonna. So since I'm right now here with the boss and CEO of Limited Edition, do I have some special discounts if I shop at your shop today?
Well, maybe we take that off camera. But what I can tell you is there's so much Space Jam product right now. Even not just shoes, there's like caps, t-shirts. And I think we do have a current promo that, you know, when you buy 2 Space Jam related items, there's a 10% discount. And I would just recommend people come fast because some of them, I mean, like the one you're holding, there's not many sizes left, right? And yeah, so check it out. Also, if people who watch the Space Jam, you show your movie ticket, you also get the 10% off. So, you know, maybe come to Vivo, watch the movie, come and do a bit of shopping. So yeah, but you know, I'm sure you're gonna find something, Tristan.
Yeah, sounds so good, and the discount sounds so enticing. So those who are watching, fastest fingers and fastest legs, come here. Faster get your shoes, your caps, your t-shirts, and I'll see you here. So after we've given you guys so much detail, so much reviewing of the shoes, let's have Mr. Mandi tell us more about the pros and cons about this shoe that he feels.
Pros and cons. You know, this shoe, I really can't think of much cons, right? You're gonna look good, and performance-wise, it looks, you know, it looks good, and you know it's gonna hold up on court, right? I mean, you won LeBrons before, you know they last, they're strong, and I think a key for me here, and you know, even with past LeBrons, right? I think they're really sturdy. So if you know, just with, you know, the basketball movement, you know, your lateral movement and all that, I think you really get good support. And yeah, so I can't think of any cons, and I think this is just not only a good looking shoe, but a shoe that can perform on court. So it's not often that you get both in this type of combination.
Yeah, I totally agree. And other than the colors like we kept mentioning about, this shoe also, like we mentioned, has the Nike Rack technology. Like you say, it comes in 2 different colors. And no cons from me because it's LeBron James. No cons at all. But yeah, I really love the shoe. Like I said, comparing to the previous LeBrons that I wear, this shoe is really feather-like. It's really like, woo! Yeah, like you see the cloud here, it's as light as a cloud. Yeah, and I really love how they really included the beep beep and over there, yow, over on the bottom of the shoe. So actually now we're just going to move on to talk about what other shoes that we compare to this LeBron 18, and who else better to let us know than Mr. Mandi himself.
Again, it's very difficult to compare, Tristan. I think it's pretty similar to the previous LeBrons in that, I mean, you're going to get that, like what I mentioned, that sturdiness, yet cushioning, comfort, and you know, it's just really a well-built basketball shoe. I mean, I can't really, you know, if you look at maybe some of the other Nike athletes like Kyrie or you know, the KD, the PG, I don't think in terms of support level you're going to get as much as these LeBrons. So it's very difficult to compare, right? And I think if you're used to LeBrons, this is going to be like what you always wear LeBrons. I think this is just going to be a perfect addition, and you're not going to have to adjust too much.
Yeah.
I guess Zion Williams that's coming up in Jordan range, I think he's pretty similar to, you know, a LeBron, all that. And maybe if I were looking at the current you know, the Zion range, I think I would maybe come close to LeBron's, but you know, it's really difficult to compare. And I think everybody maybe has their favorite, so you know, who am I to, you know, really compare? But again, this is a really well built shoe, and it's difficult to compare with others. And again, I know you're happy, so you know, I'm not gonna say too much different from that.
Yeah, actually, since you mentioned about the Jordan Zion shoe, we actually have a review on it.
Oh really?
Our very first episode.
How did you find that?
I would actually compare it to this. That was what I was actually gonna say.
Maybe because they're very built similarly, you know, they're big, strong players, and you know, you need that support, you need that cushioning, you know, just knowing that, you know, how powerful and strong those players are. So maybe that's why there's a bit of similarity.
And also because they mentioned that Zion is probably going to be the next big thing.
Let's see.
Yeah, and LeBron is the big
the
thing.
current big kahuna, yeah.
Yeah, so yes, for me, yes, same as what Mr. Mandi said. And if he says anything, one of the biggest sneakers head in Singapore, please trust him 100%, because I would, and you better too. Yes.
Thank you, I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. But yeah, I mean, this is just my personal feelings. I don't have any real reference, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're talking so much about how good these shoes are, but it's one thing having it in front of us, right? I think it'd be really good if it's being tested on court. So, you know, there's nothing like really stepping in and playing with them.
Yeah.
And is that going to happen, Tristan?
Yes, so actually we're going to conduct a functionality test on this LeBron 18s. So, roll the clip.
Yo, sneaker tribe. Welcome to the functionality test. So having tried and tested this pair of LeBron 18 RoadRunners, very special colorway. I would say it's one of my favorite colorways so far in 2021, and because they are sort of like a mismatch. Probably Coyote on the left and RoadRunner on the right foot. Yeah, so it's very special. Love the colorway, and of course it didn't really disappoint in terms of performance. So traditionally, having tried LeBron shoes in the past, they tend to be a little bit heavy, probably because of the full length Zoom Air at the base. So for this pair, if you look, it actually doesn't really look like a full length Zoom, okay? But at the same time, it offers just as much cushioning as any pair of shoes that you can get. So I would say that it's a very good buy for anyone who wants to get the LeBron 18, and I would say, given our rating system, I will give it an MVP.
So now we're going to move on to something that you viewers might be most interested about, the price. So Mr. Mandip, would you like to tell us more about it?
I think it's really good value for money. It retails at $239. Don't ask me why, but nowadays kids sometimes today more interested in the resale price, and I think the resale price is higher than $239. So I mean, just in case you want to know. So I think it's a really good pickup, and get it before it sells out.
Yeah, like what Mr. Mandi said, this shoe sells really fast, and I'm pretty sure you can tell why. So for those who are watching, quickly get them before they sell out, and like what he said, the resale prices, woo! So Mr. Mandip, now we're actually going to do some ratings on the shoe.
Okay.
So we rate them from 1 to 5. Okay, 1 being amateur,
Okay.
2 college, 3 pro, 4 all-star, and 5 MVP. So the first thing we are going to ask you to rate will be looks. How you feel the design.
That one's a no-brainer. It's definitely an MVP. I mean, you're not gonna get a better looking or cooler or head turner. I mean, of course, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but you got to give it credit that it stands out in a crowd, right? The shoe. So definitely a number 5 MVP for me.
Now purpose.
Purpose, purpose meaning for like obviously it's very functional. It's a great basketball shoe. Also, I would give it a 5 because I can't see any weakness in this shoe. So I would give it an MVP too.
How about comfort?
Comfort, I think we're going to go with an all-star for that. I think only because it's not a full-length airbag. I'm going to, but you said, mentioned the React. It's a very close, it's almost hitting on MVP, but I'm just going to go with all-star for this one.
So that's very good review. So how about the overall look about the feel? So we talk about looks, talk about comfort, even the purpose. So overall rating from amateur, college, pro, all-star, and MVP.
Okay, again, I think it's almost reaching to the MVP level. Like I said, the looks is a no-brainer for me. It's an MVP, but I'm going to give it just because I mean, this is because it's my fun. If I were to use it, it's just, again, for LeBron, it's really lightweight, but me, if I were using, I'd use some more lightweight ones, and that's why if it was me, for me personally, I would give it an MVP, but I know you would give it an all-star, right? So I guess it's depending on who and the type of player. So overall, it's like 4.5. Does that, can I give a 4.5?
Sure.
Which is in between MVP and all-star, if you don't mind?
that fixes my heart just a little bit. Halfway.
Thank you.
So for all of you who stayed to the end of this video, we would like to just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Mine's a 4.5 hearts for staying and watching another episode of the Sneaker Tribe. So again, Mr. Mandip, like we promised the viewers that there will be a giveaway. So
Yes.
would you like to tell them more about it?
Sure. So for there's one lucky viewer stands a chance to win this LeBron. We go back 10 years. This is a LeBron 8 and we cover LeBron 18.
Yeah.
So this is a retro also from the Space Jam series. This LeBron 8 is, so again, one lucky winner. I think all you have to do is really simple. Tristan mentioned it before. You just have to comment who is your favorite character in the Space Jam universe and why. So again, yes, give us your best stories, and I think the best winner or their favorite entry will win this LeBron 8 Space Jam.
So we've come to the end of this video. I'm so sorry that this video had to end so quickly. But we just like to thank Mr. Mandip again, the boss and CEO of Limited Edition Singapore, for coming down here and review this special shoe with us today.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Tristan.
You're most welcome. So before you guys go, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below, not only for the giveaway, but on what you guys would like to see in the upcoming weeks of our series. Also, thank you Mr. Mandip once again.
Thank you again.
And don't forget to follow Limited Edition on their Instagram and their social media. Also, don't forget to follow Singapore Basketball on our Facebook and Instagram for NBA updates and global hoop news. So once again, I'm Tristan.
Mandip.
And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Okay, so Tristan, I know you got to go soon, but just before you go, I got like a super surprise, something that hasn't even been released yet in the market. Do you want me to tell you what it is, or you just want to see? Maybe just like take even the box is so lightweight. Oh my god.
Oh yes. I'm not gonna show you guys because Mr. Mandip exclusively passed it to me. So, even has a Velcro on the box. That's how special it is. Wow.
You want to show it to them? I'll leave it up to you. You can.
Actually, I might just give you guys a really quick sneak peek. 3, are you ready? 2, 1. Aha, I gotcha. So don't forget to catch us weekly on our YouTube channel, Singapore Basketball, on this series, Sneaker Tribe, the practical sneaker review.